Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should draw different stuff. This can be a risky topic if I word it differently, but basically I'm saying that you should draw out of your comfort zone. And most people know this, but I was a beginner once and I never drew anything different. All I drew was chibi animals, if you've ever seen that sketchbook tour. And here's another animal, but it's not chibi. I'm like attempting semi-realism, and I think I got okay. For my first animal in a few years, I'm proud of it. So the reason I did this is because, number one, I love my cat, and this is a portrait of my cat, Fred, or Frederick Keller Ratcliffe is his full name. He is such a little sweetheart, and I love him, and he's a cuddle bug. He lives with my grandmother right now just because he prefers it at that house. He used to like walk in between houses, and then we're like, you know what? He needs to stay there because he likes it there. So that's where he lives. But the reason I drew this was to get out of my comfort zone and practice animals because I really am out of practice with them. And I remember I really loved to draw them. Even like as a little kid, whenever I wasn't serious into art, I would always like get on MS Paint and just draw little cats. Granted, they kind of look like penises because, the legs and the body, but it's whatever. I was like 6. I didn't know how to draw a cat. Um, I might do that in like my digital art story video. I might show you guys how I drew cats. But, yeah, drawing out of your comfort zone is really important because it also teaches you new art skills that you never would have learned previously. Like for me, this portrait really taught me layering, and granted I could have done even more to get like the real fur texture, but it helped me with layering and it helped me working with like around one tone because with portraits you have skin and hair and eyes, and like all those can be different colors, but with an animal most of them are brown or gray or stuff like that, which my cat is brown and he's a tabby cat. He has mainly stripes. He has polka dots on his tummy, but yeah, so I had to work with like stripes and making sure that my values were strong enough to show off those stripes and stuff. My cat's also kind of golden, but he thinks he's the king, and I guess that makes sense. His eyes are also golden, so it was interesting having to mix up the hues and mix up the values and stuff, and looking at reference. This really pushes you to stick to your reference even more than what you would if you drew something similar to what you usually do. Like, since I normally do portraits, I don't have to look at a reference as much since I've looked at them so much. I don't have to stick very close to one, but with an animal, I really had to refer back to it over and over and over again. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. But, yeah, this forced me to layer even more, because in a portrait, I'll usually do some outlines or some basic shading, but for this one, I took, like, watercolor pencils, which are a little softer than my Prismacolor pencils. They don't do as harsh of lines, and I could add in the green tinge to his eyes that are pretty golden, but they have green undertones, and if I use, like, a Prismacolor, it would be too overpowering, so I decided to use my Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, and I could add little pink tones and little gray tones and black and brown, and it wouldn't be too overpowering. So, I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. Also, I ended up doing a watercolor background on it because I remember seeing one of my old, not really like friends, we weren't very close, but there was an artist named Zach at my school. I'm going to see if I can find their Snapchat, or not Snapchat, their Instagram, but I don't know if I have it. And they did little, animals with watercolor, or at least they did it once, and I happened to see it because they were in my art class, and it was really cool, so I decided to try that. I don't think it was the most successful thing I've ever done, but I think it was interesting to add that along with, the neutral colors of him. And doing that also is something I don't usually do. I usually do watercolor, but I don't usually do this, like, splattery technique, and I feel like I can improve on that, and it was just freeing, and, it let me learn. And so drawing out of your comfort zone helps you learn. Sorry, I've been kind of scatterbrained throughout this, but it really does. It pushes you to do more, it pushes you to be better, and overall it improves your work. Whether you're going to be drawing animals forever or you're going to be drawing portraits forever, it's still good to jump out of your comfort zone because you can learn new techniques. Like, I learned a little bit more about my pencils and how to work with them and layers and how to work with that, and tones and values and getting those real good shadows. And yeah, that's kind of all I had to say, but I hope you guys had a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you all next time. Bye.